Hello there, so I call this one Cellar Secrets. And here I am sitting in my cellar. Got a nice juice next to me, got water, had a smoke, and so I thought I'd tell you what's been going on. Yesterday I made the most awful mistake because I discovered it in the power of attorney forms that I've got my mum and lots of members of the family to sign. I made a mistake. There's one piece of paper she hadn't signed, and that sent me into a complete tailspin of emotional overwhelm. And I was in that space all day, and I came down the cellar, I thought smoke, and suddenly I realised what's going on. And the reason I was feeling so overwhelmed is I've made a mistake. I was thinking, 220 miles there, 220 miles back to get my mum to fill in this extra piece of paper. Horrible feeling. And eventually I realised I could persuade one of my nieces to take the relevant piece of paper and get it signed. But I was in a really strong state of feeling when it dawned on me what it is, because I love my house and I love the cellar. It's a great place to be. And of course, in order to make the move, which I'm seriously contemplating, which Roxara and I are prepared to do, which to move down to Devon and to stay in my mum's flat so we can give her much more support than I can do from this long distance away. And there's all the things about seeing my mum in the state that she's in, which is obviously very distressing. And there's the idea of moving, letting go of this home and the Woodnook Trail where we walk very frequently. And also the fact that I've let go of doing retreats, and my last one was in the Octagon, was in May, so letting go of doing retreats, letting go of all the people I know in this part of the world, some of whom are very dear to me, and working out how to finish the training that I've got ongoing. And we've just finished one training quite recently. So it's been a massive amount of letting go, and this is the time, as you know, if you've been keeping up with your astrology, you'll know, and I'll put a link on the description here for one of the best astrologers on the planet, because he works with a team based in Costa Rica. And what I understand is that this particular autumn is a massive letting go time, and so all I'm doing is I'm experiencing my own version of that, which involves moving, letting go of all that I have here. There's going to be a massive clear out of my things as I reduce down to going from a 4-bedroom house to a 2-bedroom flat. It's all going to be a big thing, and I'm going to get the help I need, and that's all good. And it helped me so much to realise that the sorrow that I was experiencing through the realms of feeling was actually all part of this process of letting go that so many of us are experiencing at the moment, and it's actually okay. It's okay to let go, it's okay to move on. It's okay to welcome new experiences in, which is of course what I'm now doing, as I realise that as I let go of a whole load of experiences and the door to living in Lancashire closes, the door to living in Devon will open, and that will give all sorts of possibilities. I may well start a shamanic group down there, and I've already thought of a place where I could actually host the evenings, which made me feel so much better. So I feel so much gratitude for all I'm going through, all that I've been through, and to realise that letting go is a gift. Even though it can be painful at times, it's a gift. So tuning into little things, and also realising that it's so important to feel what you feel. It's okay for people to say, yeah, it's great to be positive, but it's really good to inhabit these negative spaces as well, and to feel them to their fullness. And this is really my advice, because when you move from thoughts, which is primarily what sorrow is, the tarot teaches us that, because the sorrow is the 3 of Swords, it's the realms of the mind. And what I've been doing is, when I've moved from thinking about the thoughts like, oh my goodness me, the piece of paper hasn't been signed, into my feelings and feeling the grieving for letting go of this whole phase of my life, that is so helpful. And when we do that, when we move from the thoughts into the feelings, we move from thoughts of sorrow, the feeling life takes us into what's called the 3 of Cups, and this is abundance. And that is so what I realised I was feeling, yet is just an abundance of very strong feelings. So that's my advice when you're going through letting go times, as lots of us are at the moment. The best thing you can do is to feel it as fully as you can, and then the insights come and I realise I've been feeling like this. So it feels really good to have reached this place now, and they're starting to prepare, taking things to tip, taking things to charity shop, taking the wood to someone who will appreciate it. Yeah, it's all good. It's all part of being alive, and it reminds myself of dear old Shakespeare and all the world's a stage, and we are the players upon that stage. We have our entrances, we have our exits. Life is a game. When we realise life is a game, it becomes so much easier. So thank you very much.